Today on Chef Andy, we're making crab cake. That's right, guys, we're making my famous crab cake recipe. I love crab meat. It is super healthy for you. It's packed with vitamins, it's low in fat, it's got omega-3s, it's incredible. But what's also incredible is when you subscribe to the channel, join our food movement here on Chef Andy. We release videos every single day. It's a balaroba, so let's get into the recipe. So we're gonna use the famous Dungeness crab. Dungeness crab is a local crab to the area. You can use whatever crab is local in your area, but these are amazing, they're incredible. I heard this, that a Native American said that the back shell of the Dungeness crab looks like a wolf's face. You have the nose and the eyes. Pretty incredible. But these beautiful purple crabs, they don't grow. Why do I keep saying grow? But these beautiful purple crabs are everywhere here in Washington, so we're gonna use these for the crab cake recipe. Okay, this guy is ready to go into the boiling pot of water. So I prepped a boiling pot of water, threw in some salt there. Here, come over here, come check it out. Oh, we got Mr. Disco. Mr. Disco is ready. Oh, you wanna say hi to Mr. Crabby? Oh, hello. Don't get pinched. Now you can see his shell right here is a nice purple. Got that beautiful purple and white on the outside. We're gonna know that he's done when he's turned beautiful red / orange. Okay, so let's dump him in. In here he goes. Woo! All right, so we are gonna cook that crabby for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're gonna pull out that beautiful meat. Ooh la la, ooh la la, Mr. Crabby is ready. Look at this guy, he's beautiful. Oh yeah. You can see that he's turned this beautiful orange color on that outside. So I've got some ice water right here. We're just gonna plop him right in, get him all nice and chilled. We'll let that sit for another 5 minutes. All right, our crab and its meat is nice and chilled. So now I'm gonna teach you guys how to take apart the crab. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna lift up on this back part of him. And that's the top of his shell, okay? So you're gonna lift up on the back, just like so, and then you're gonna twist. Just kind of twist it off. Beautiful, and then he's just gonna come apart, okay? So the top of his head, that's taken off. And now he's got gills that run alongside of him. You're gonna wanna take all those gills off. Use your hands. I probably should have used gloves because my hands are gonna smell now like crab meat, but it's too late now, people. All right, perfect. So now the center of him should look all nice and cleaned up there. No gills on the side, no yellow stuff in the center. Now we're gonna take this centerpiece and we're just gonna pull that off. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the edge of my sink and I'm just gonna hit it and crack it right in half. And then you have two sides of your crab. I'm just gonna rinse this off really quick. Wow, this just looks beautiful. Look at that beautiful red. The meat is cooked perfect. Now it's time for the hardest part, extracting the meat out of these beautiful crabs. Now you could just go to the store, buy crab meat and make it from there, but nothing is fresher than this right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna break off these legs like so, okay? I'm gonna separate them, have legs on one side, the chest on the other. Just break these guys right off. Beautiful. Okay, I like to start out with the leg meat first. So I'm gonna take my claw here and you're gonna wanna buy some like nut crackers or crab crackers. It just makes it a lot easier. If you don't have those, I guess you could probably hit it with the back of a knife or a mallet, to break it up. But you basically just wanna break that shell just like so that we can get in there, and with a pick, I can pick out that beautiful meat. Oh, that's a nice piece right there. That's incredible. So I have two separate bowls, one for my meat and one for my shells. And you're gonna wanna have a tool that will be able to get right inside that crab meat and be able to pick it out. You're gonna wanna get like a little fork or just like a little pick, you know, to get out all that crab meat. They sell them at kitchen stores, so if you can't find one or you don't have one at your house, go there, check them out. I'm sure they have something. So you're basically just cracking the crab, picking out the meat. It's a lot cheaper to do it this way versus just buying the meat in the store. Okay, so you can look on this claw meat, you're gonna have, they're more like thicker, muscular pieces here. Come check this out. It's gonna be thicker, more muscular. These things taste amazing. They're incredible. More color, whereas the chest area, the chest meat is gonna, you know, be a little bit whiter, and it's gonna be more stringier. But they're both incredible parts of the crab. It's mainly just the textures. It's gonna probably take me at least 30 minutes to get all this crab meat picked apart, so I think it's time for a beautiful montage. That was a beautiful montage. Now we have all this golden meat. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take my hands, I'm just gonna break up the meat, you know, because all those nice arm, leg muscles, you know, it really goes a lot further when you break up this stuff a little bit. So we're just gonna break it up, search for any shells that might have fallen in your meat section. You know, we don't want people chomping down and biting on a shell. Perfect, now we're ready to make our crab cake. So I've got some green onions. I'm just gonna chop these guys up into nice little rings. So we got our green onions, our crab cakes. Next we have our panko that we're gonna mix in there, as well as some mayonnaise, okay? So these are our fillers. It's gonna make it so everything sticks together and we can make it into a cake. So I'm gonna put in a spoonful, actually 2 spoonfuls of mayonnaise. And I'm just gonna mix that into the crab cake. Now I'm gonna take my panko and I'm just gonna sprinkle this right in there. And I'm looking for a certain consistency. And the reason I'm not giving you exact measurements is because every crab is different. You know, some might be a smaller one, a larger one. But what I'm gonna show you is what type of consistency you want. And your crab meat goes a lot further when you mix it in a little panko. Wow, the sound is so soothing. ASMR. It just sounds so wrong. So when you have this beautiful consistency of the crab cakes have molded together with that panko, and it sounds like this, then you know you're ready to start making your cakes. So salt, we're gonna add a pinch of salt to this. Beautiful. Mix that all around. What you're gonna do, rip off a little bit, just a little pinch, and start forming these little nice crab cakes. Perfect. Now, I don't like to make my crab cakes really large because I'm not using them as a main course. I'm using them more of like an appetizer, and more people can try the crab cakes. Your crab goes a lot further when you make them, you know, nice and small like this. And I love the size. You just, you know, can pop them right in your mouth. And we're just gonna keep repeating that. We're just gonna rip it off, shape them, press them down. So they look like a, you know, a little slider, a little burger patty. Beautiful, our crab cakes are looking incredible. Okay, so now we're gonna head over here to the stove. I've got my skillet on, medium. I'm gonna throw in some olive oil, and then we're gonna set in our beautiful crab cakes. So we're just gonna take them individually and just throw them in your skillet and let them cook. We want these crab cakes to cook slowly. We won't want them to, you know, heat up and burn. So it's more of a slow cook, so medium low. About 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and then our crab cakes are gonna be ready. And remember, the meat has already been cooked. So you could technically just eat them like this, but we want them to get nice and brown on each side. So let's get cooking. All right, it's been 2 to 3 minutes. These are ready to flip. Oh, look at that, nice and brown and crispy on the outside. That panko really helps make it that crisp. Perfect. Remember, you don't want to burn your crab cakes, people. We just want to get a nice, beautiful brown. 2 to 3 minutes more, and we're ready to eat some beautiful crab cakes. Oh, these are looking gorgeous. I'm just gonna cut into this. Wow, look at that, perfect. Nice and crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. That is perfect. It doesn't get better than this. This is cooked to perfection. You got that beautiful crunchy panko, that sweet, delicious Dungeness crab with a little bit of that green onion. That's a ballarova. That is so good. I could eat 10 of these. Well, there you go. The beautiful Dungeness crab cakes here on Chef Andy. Guys, that is the video. If you're not subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to do so. Slap a big like on the video and put in the comment section what you would like to see me cook next. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time in the kitchen. Ciao.